students, how are you? This is your first SST class. Then I am Kalpana, SST teacher. Students, today we are going to start the first chapter, study the first chapter, that is understanding history. Students, this is the first chapter in the social studies, that is understanding history. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the meaning of history, meaning of the history, then why do you need to study history? Need to study history. Then periods in the history. Periods in the history. There are three periods in the history. They are the ancient history, medieval history and the modern history. Students, in this chapter, understanding history, in this chapter we are going to discuss about the meaning of the history, means what is the history, then why do we need to study the history, then periods are a classification. The periods in history, they are the ancient history, medieval history and the modern history. Students, now a school holiday, you all are living with your parents and grandparents in your home, na? Have you heard any stories from your grandparents about their childhood days? Have you asked your parents what they did in your age and which type of the education they had, which games they used to play? If your parents, grandparents asked, that is also past year. That is known as a past. Students, you are also playing so many games like cricket, volleyball, tennis, hockey, then chess, carom, okay? But recent, some of the children, they are using a mobile and playing games. Children, that is not good. Don't use the mobile for playing games, okay? Only use the mobile for the study purpose. Come to the point. Students, first, meaning of the history. What is a history? All such stories, all such stories tells us about, tells us about the past year. The study of the past is called history. Past is called the history. Students, all such stories tells us about the past, okay? Tells us about the past. What is the meaning of past? Past, the time before now. The time before now. Past means the time before now. So, here, what is a history? What is a history? The study of the past is called the history. The study of the past is called the history. What is the past here? Past is the time before now. The systematic presentation of the past event is called the history. The systematic presentation of the past event is called the history. So, here, what is the past? Here that event already happened. That is already completed. Before only I have given the example here, students. What your parents answered, if your grandparents they told us stories, that is also past. What is it today? Today is Thursday. Which was yesterday? Yesterday was Wednesday. So yesterday was the past, today is the present. So the history, it is a study of the past event. Okay, the history, the study of the past event, the study of the past is called the history. So students, I introduce another one word here, that is a historian. A historian. Do you know that, children? to whom we are calling the historian? A historian, a person who studies about the past, okay, a person who explains about the past event, okay, where it happened, that event, when it happened, where it happened, what affected in other lives, that person here known as a historian, okay. A person who studies about the past event, a person who explains about that event means where it happened, when it happened, and what affected into the other lives. Okay, that person here known as a historian. Do you know that, children, who is the father of the history? Herodotus. Herodotus is known as the father of the history. Herodotus is known as the father of the history here. Students, now we discussed about the meaning of the history. All such stories tells us about the past. Past means what here? The time before now. Then the study of the past is called the history. The systematic presentation of the past event. Okay, past events means already that event happened, completed. Okay, is known as a history. To whom we are calling the historian, a person who studies about the past event or who explains about the past event, that person here known as a historian. And Herodotus is a father of the history. The history tells, students need to study the history here, need to study the history. Why do we live? What is the way of living? We want to know about that. We need to study the history here. History tells us about the lives of the people in the earlier times. Okay. History tells us about the lives of the people in the earlier times. History helps. Okay. History helps know about the where did the early man live? Okay, what they ate or used in their daily life and what they believed, thought. Okay, for example, already we know that, children, the early man lived in the forest and they hunted the animals for meat, means for food, and gathered the fruits from the trees. Okay, but for a long period, the early humans, they did not know use of the wheels. That's why they used the animals. They used the animals for the transportation. Do you know that, children? What is the transportation? Transportation means moving from one place to another. The early humans, they used the animals like a horse, elephant, camel, like these animals they use and move from one place to another place. But after later, the early humans, they learned how to grow the crops. So we want to know about the early humans. Okay, the history helps us. The history tells us about the lives of the people in the earlier time. So move to the second point, that is the history tells us how the ways of the life have changed with the time. History tells us how the ways of the life have changed with the time. In the olden days, the people used the pigeons for the communication. In the olden days, the people used the pigeons for the communication. Communication means for sending the messages from one place to another place, they used the pigeons. Then after, because there was no internet, even no postal system, okay, then the people used the horse to drawn trams because there was no electricity used. Because there was no electricity, that's why the people used the horse to draw the tram. What is the meaning of tram, children? Tram means a passenger vehicle for a public use that runs on the tracks on the road. Tram means here a passenger vehicle for the public use that runs on the tracks on the road, because there was no electricity. Then after, whenever the technology developed, it changed the life of the man, became very easier, and life became very easier. What is the meaning of the technology? Technology means here the application of the scientific knowledge. Technology means the application of the scientific knowledge. Students, today what we are using, mobiles, internet, then TV, computer, this only the application of the scientific knowledge. The history Then come to the third point, that is the history tells us about the kings and the rulers of the past. History tells us about the kings and the rulers of the past. In our country, so many kingdoms ruled, okay? So many kingdoms ruled in our country. I take only some of the year examples like Shatavahanas, Kadambas, Guptas, Vardhanas, then so Chalukya, so many were there. But we want to know about that kingdoms, we need to study history here. Not only kingdom, so many rulers, so many famous kings ruled in our country. Like for example, I give the some example great rulers here. For example, Chandragupta Maurya, Ashoka, Akbar, Shah Jahan, Shivaji. These were the some of the great rulers or kings. We want to know about their life, rulings, achievements. We need to study the history here. So history tells us about the kings and rulers of the past. Okay, history gives the information about the rulers, how they ruled, where they fought, when they ruled, and what changes their ruling, what changes brought into the people of lives, the life of the people. So we want to know about the kings and the rulers of the past. We need to study the history here. We move to the fourth point, that is history helps know about the life and work of the great personalities. History helps us know about the life and work of the great personalities. Do you know that, children? What is the meaning of the personalities? Great personalities means the famous persons. Great personalities means famous persons. To whom we are calling the great personalities? Some of where the great warriors are warriors, kings, teachers, thinkers, leaders, politicians, writers, artists, then somewhere the social reformers, founders, these persons only known as great personalities. Move to the fourth point, that is history helps know about the life and work of the great personalities. History helps know about the life and work of the great personalities. Do you know that, children? Personalities, great personalities. Great personality means famous persons. To whom we are calling the great personalities? Somewhere the great warriors, kings, thinkers, teachers and artists, then social servants, founders, okay, teachers, that person only here known as great personalities. So history helps know about the life and work of the great personalities. Some were the great warriors and rulers. We take example of here Akbar and the Napoleon. Do you know that, children? Who was Akbar? Akbar, he was a ruler of the Mughal Empire. He only ruled in the Mughal Empire? No, so many other kings. For example, Babur, Humayun, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb. So many rulers, so many kings ruled in the Mughal Empire. But Akbar was the greatest king in the Mughal Empire. Okay. Do you know that, children? Who was Napoleon? Napoleon, he was a military commander during the French Revolution. Napoleon was a military commander during the French Revolution. So students, we want to know about like these type great warriors and rulers like Akbar and Napoleon. We want to need study the history here. Then there's somewhere the great thinkers and the teachers. We take example of here Buddha and the Mahavira. Do you know that, children? About Gautam Buddha? Gautam Buddha, he was the founder of the Buddhism. Gautam Buddha was the founder of the Buddhism. And Mahavira, Vardhamana Mahavira, he was the 24th Tirthankara of the Jainism. Vardhamana Mahavira, he was the 24th Tirthankara of the Jainism. Because before the Vardhamana Mahavira, there were 23 Tirthankaras were there in the Jainism. So we want to study about the Buddha and Mahavira, their life and teachings, and about the Buddhism and Jainism, like these type religions, we need to study the history here. Then somewhere the great politicians and the leaders. Politicians and the leaders. About a we take example of here Gandhi and the Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela. Mahatma Gandhi. Maybe you know that children, okay, to whom we are calling the father of our nation? Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is known as our father of nation. Why we call the Mahatma Gandhi is known as the father of our nation? Because he struggled, fought against British for the freedom for our country. He used weapons. Which weapons he used? Truth and the non-violence. Mahatma Gandhi ji used the truth and non-violence. He fought against the British and he struggled for our country. He struggled for freedom for our country. That's why Mahatma Gandhi is known as the father of our nation. So here under one great leader or a politician, we take example of here Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, he was also one of the greatest personality. Okay, he was a political leader in South Africa, and after he became the president in the South Africa. Nelson Mandela, he was one of the great personality. Then he also struggled for the equality in the South Africa. Okay, he also Nelson Mandela he was also fought against for the inequality in the South Africa. Then the some person they served for the humanity. They serve for the humanity. We take example here like Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale and Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa. Okay. Do you know that children? Who was the Florence Nightingale? Florence Nightingale, she was an English social reformer. She was an English social reformer and she was a founder of the modern nursing. Founder of the modern nursing. So under one great person here, under one great woman, she was a Mother Teresa. Maybe you know that children about a Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa, she was a founder of Missionaries of Charity. Okay, she was a founder of the Missionaries of Charity. She dedicated her life help to poor people. Mother Teresa, she dedicated her life help to poor people. So history gives, okay, history tells us about the like these type the some about the life and work of the great personalities. These are the great personalities. Okay, see, we want to know about like these great personalities and their dedication, their life, their work. We need to study the history here. The ideas and deeds of these great personalities changed the world, and the some of the people they adopted these thoughts into their life. So like this type, the history helps us about the know about the life and work of the great personalities. Come to the fifth point. The study of the history helps us to understand why the some dates are important to us. Okay, the study of the history helps us to understand why the some dates are the important to us. The history remembers, okay, children, the history remembers some of the very important days. For example, you know that we are also every year we are also celebrating as the national festivals. So, are you guessing students? They are the Independence Day and the Republic Day. Why do we are celebrating the Independence Day? Okay, when do we are celebrating the Independence Day? Independence Day we are celebrating the on the August 15. Independence Day. Independence Day and the Republic Day. Why do we are celebrating the Independence Day on August 15? Before 1947, the British ruled our country. Okay, so 1947, August 15, our country got the freedom from the British. So remembering of that day, every year August 15, we are celebrating the Independence Day. So what is the special of the Republic Day? Why do we are celebrating the Republic Day? When do we are celebrating the Republic Day, children? On January 26. Every year on January 26, we are celebrating the Republic Day. So why do we are celebrating the Republic Day on January 26? 1950, January 26, our constitution came to effect. Okay, our constitution came to force on 1950 January 26. What is the constitution? Constitution, it is a fundamental law, fundamental law of our country. Constitution is a fundamental law of our country. It includes the rules and regulation of our country. So it includes the rules and regulation of our country. So remembering of that day, every year 26 January we are celebrating the Republic Day. So history remembers us like this type some of the very important days, and as a, we are celebrating as a national festivals day. Move to the next point, that is the history tells us stories behind the monuments and it enrich our cultural heritage. The history tells us the stories behind the monuments. Do you know that, children? Are you thinking which are the famous monuments in our country? So, Red Fort, Qutub Minar, Char Minar, then Taj Mahal, Gol Gumbaz. Now I take a few examples here. These are the some of the famous monuments. Okay. So history gives or tells the stories behind the monuments. We take example of here Taj Mahal. Children, observe here. It is a picture chart of the Taj Mahal. Okay. It is one of the famous monuments. Children, do you know that? Who built the Taj Mahal? Taj Mahal built by the Shah Jahan. Okay, Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal. Why he built? He built the Taj Mahal for his beloved wife. Memory of his beloved wife. Who was she? Mumtaz Mahal. Okay, for his wife Mumtaz Mahal. Where he built? He built in Agra. So we want to know about like these type of stories behind the monument. We need to study the history here. Okay, so many famous monuments are there in our country. So history gives the information about the behind the stories behind the monument, and it enrich our cultural heritage. History enrich our cultural heritage. Students, once again observe, why do we need to study history here? History tells us about the lives of the people in earlier times. Okay, we want to know about the life of the early humans. We need to study the history here, and history tells us how the ways of the life have changed with the time, because there was no internet, no postal system. On those days the people used the like pigeons, they used the horse for them in their daily life. Then history tells us about the kings and rulers of the past. Okay, which rulers ruled, how they ruled, okay, how they fought, then what they ruling, what changes brought into the other lives. So we can get the information from the history. History helps to know about the life and work of the great personalities. In this class already students I explained about the great personalities who were that. Then the study of the history helps us to understand the why the some dates are important to us. Okay, for example we discussed about the example of the Independence Day and the Republic Day. These are the some of the very important days in our life, and the history tells us the stories behind the monuments and it enrich our cultural heritage. So we want to know about these all information, we need to study the history. So periods in the history. Periods in the history. History tells us History tells us many events many events happen in the past. Happen in the past. So, history tells us many events happen in the past. So, children, the some events they took place hundred of years ago, and the some events they took a place few decades ago. Decade means here 10 years, a term of 10 years or a period of 10 years. One decade means 10 years. So, history tells us many events happen in the past. So, here events are the important, past is important. So, we take only the some very important events as the markers. Events as the markers. And after we divide the past into the different periods. Past into the different periods on the basis of those events. So here we take only some of the very important events as the markers and divide the past into the different period. This on the basis of those events, this process is known as the periodization. Periodization. Students, once again I repeat here, we take only some of the very important events as the markers and divide the past into the different periods. On the basis of those events, this process is known as the periodization. The invention of the writing, okay, the invention of writing, it is a very important marker in the periodization. The invention of writing, it is a very important marker in the periodization because it is divided past into the prehistory and the history. Past into the prehistory and then history. So here the invention of the writing, it is a very important marker in the periodization. So it is divided the past into the two periods. They were the prehistory and the history. The invention of the writing, it is a very important. It is divided the past into prehistory and the history here. Prehistory, it was a time, okay, during the prehistory, the people did not know how to write. We learned about the prehistory only from the remains. Do you know that, children? Remains means what utensils what the people were used, and the pieces of the jewelry and tools and weapons what the people used during the prehistory. Again, history. History, it was a time since the invention of the writing. Again, history divided into ancient history, medieval history and the modern history. Modern history. So ancient history it tells about the very olden days. Okay. Then medieval history, it tells about the middle period. Then modern history it tells about the now recent time. Whenever the man started using more and more machines, so that is known as the modern history here. Then we come to the next point, that is the one of the oldest form of the writing. The one of the oldest form of the writing found and developed in the ancient Egypt. Where, children? Ancient Egypt. This form of the writing is known as the hieroglyphic writing. Hieroglyphic writing. Hieroglyphic writing. So in this form of the writing, the characters look like pictures. Okay, in this form of the writing, the characters means letters look like pictures. That's why this style of the writing is called a pictographic writing. Pictographic writing. So children, I show you that writing, ancient writing style in Egypt. Okay, it found and developed in ancient Egypt. Then it is known as a hieroglyphic, but some characters look like pictures. That's why it's also known as a pictographic writing. So then come to the next point. History for India. In India, how they divided the history. So whenever during the time of the invention of the writing in India, the invention of the writing, from there to rule of the Guptas, the end of the rule of Guptas, that period is considered as a ancient period. Okay. Then the rule of the Delhi Sultans, the rule of the Delhi Sultanate, from there to the fall of the Mughals, that period is considered as a medieval period in India. Then modern period, since the coming of the British to India, that period is from there to now present, it is considered as a modern period in India. So children, in this chapter, in this class, we discuss about the what is the meaning of the history, why do we need to study the history, and periods in the history. Periods are the ancient history, medieval history, and the modern history. Then, so children, what you learned from this chapter? The history, it tells to stories about the past. Not only stories about past, it helps to understand the present, our surroundings. I hope children you understood this lesson. Students, use the 200 page note for the classwork and 100 page note for the homework. So in this class today I have given some homework, some questions for you. Some questions. First question, what is the history? What is the history? Write 20 difficult words from the lesson. Write 20 difficult words from the lesson. Write glossary. Okay, after the lesson in your textbook they have given. Write glossary 2 times. Then fourth question, when do we celebrate Republic Day? When do we celebrate Republic Day? And name any 2 famous monuments in India. Name any 2 famous monuments in India. So children, these questions are today's homework. Compulsory you have to write in homework book. After send these homework in WhatsApp group. Thank you children. Stay home, stay safe.